Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive. This time we're taking a look at the crypto world. And, well, it seems like every time we think things can't get any crazier.
Oh, yeah.
Things manage to ramp up even more.
Absolutely.
But this time we're focusing in on President Trump and his unexpected kind of embrace of crypto.
Yeah.
You know, remember back when he said Bitcoin was a scam? Well,
yeah.
It seems like he's had a bit of a change of heart.
A little bit of a U-turn, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
So he's really going all in on crypto, now wants to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world. Like, no messing around here.
Yeah, what's really interesting is this isn't just talk, he's actually putting a plan into action by creating a U.S. crypto strategic reserve. And
that's huge.
This is massive news.
Yeah, and we're seeing articles from all the major outlets talking about it. ABC News, Reuters, Forbes, New York Post, The Times, everybody's buzzing about this.
Yeah, it's essentially like creating a Fort Knox, but for crypto.
Oh.
You know how countries hold gold reserves as a safety net?
Right.
And a way to influence the global financial system. This is essentially like the digital equivalent of that.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So instead of gold bars, we're talking about a stash of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Why those specific cryptos, though?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum,
sure,
those are the heavyweights, no surprise there.
Makes sense.
But the inclusion of XRP, Solana, and Cardano, that's what has everyone talking. Because it suggests that the U.S. government is looking beyond just the established players and recognizing the potential of these other cryptos as well.
So for someone like me who just, has a little bit of Solana laying around, is this good news for them?
Well, the markets certainly seem to think so. I mean, the announcement triggered a massive surge in the crypto market, like over $300 billion we're talking about.
Wow.
Bitcoin skyrocketed above $90,000.
Really?
And the other coins included in the reserve saw some pretty impressive gains. XRP went from 2.23 to 2.99. Solana went from 140 to 168. And Cardano climbed from 0.68 to almost $1.
Wow. Okay, so those are some big numbers. So just break it down for me. Why would including these coins in the reserve cause such a price jump?
Well, it all comes down to legitimacy and adoption. Yeah. You see, when the U.S. government, especially one led by someone like Trump, throws its weight behind certain cryptocurrencies, it sends a very powerful signal to the market. It's like getting a presidential stamp of approval.
Oh.
This boosts investor confidence, leading to increased demand and consequently higher prices.
Interesting. Okay, so everybody's happy about this, right?
Well, not quite.
Okay.
There's actually been a surprising amount of pushback, even from some of Trump's usual supporters.
Really? I always thought everybody would want to get their crypto into this little club.
Well, yeah, you would think so, but Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong and billionaire Joe Lonsdale, they've both voiced some serious concerns about the reserve's composition.
Why, though? What's the problem?
Well, it comes down to a fundamental debate about the nature of cryptocurrency.
Oh, okay.
See, many proponents believe that crypto should remain decentralized, free from government control.
Yeah.
They argue that government involvement goes against the core principles of a decentralized system, potentially hindering innovation and limiting individual freedom.
So they're worried that this government-controlled reserve might stifle the free market spirit of crypto.
Exactly. They see it as a contradiction.
Okay.
And get this, even some people close to David Sachs, Trump's so-called crypto czar, are reportedly uneasy about the reserve's makeup.
Really?
Yeah. So even within Trump's inner circle, there's disagreement about how to navigate this whole crypto world.
Wow, so much drama.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
It really highlights the complexities of this issue.
Yeah.
It's not a simple black and white situation. There are valid arguments to be made on both sides.
For sure.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting how something as digital as cryptocurrency, can create such real world division. But let's kind of move on to another hot topic here, the energy consumption of crypto mining and its surprising connection to clean energy.
Right.
It seems like these two things are constantly at odds with one another.
Yeah, it is an important aspect of the crypto conversation that often gets overlooked in all the excitement of market surges and new technologies. But we need to understand the environmental costs of crypto mining.
Yeah. I know there have been a lot of stories about crypto mining using just huge amounts of energy. Is it really that big of a deal, though?
Oh, it's a significant issue. To kind of understand the scale of it, let's take a look at a real-world example.
Okay.
There was this fascinating article in CNN about a crypto mine raid in Abkhazia.
A crypto mine raid.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a region in Georgia known for its cheap hydropower.
Wow. Okay, so why were they raiding a crypto mine?
Well, it turns out that the abundance of inexpensive hydropower in Abkhazia attracted a surge of illegal crypto mining operations.
Oh.
These miners were essentially siphoning off electricity intended for the local population. And this led to some major power shortages.
So it's not just about the amount of energy being used, but it's also how it's being used. Like
Right.
stealing power from local communities to mine crypto doesn't sound very ethical.
Exactly. The situation in Abkhazia really highlights the potential for unintended consequences when crypto mining goes unchecked.
Right.
And to make matters worse, the power shortages forced Abkhazia to rely more heavily on fossil fuels from Russia to meet their energy needs.
So it's almost ironic that crypto mining, which is often touted as this futuristic technology, ends up driving a region towards, dirtier energy sources.
It is a cautionary tale for sure. And this issue isn't limited to just Abkhazia.
Right.
The global energy consumption of crypto mining is a growing concern. Bitcoin mining alone uses more energy than entire countries like Pakistan.
Wow. Those numbers are hard to wrap my head around. So if crypto mining is already using this much energy, what happens when Trump makes the U.S. the crypto capital, as he claims he wants to do?
Right.
Will we even have enough energy to support it all?
Well, that's the key question. The CNN article actually mentioned a study that predicts a 16% increase in U.S. electricity demand by 2029. And this is partly driven by crypto mining.
Wow.
This raises serious concerns about whether our current energy infrastructure can handle such a surge in demand.
So what are the options here? Do we just kind of have to accept that crypto mining is inevitably going to strain our energy resources and potentially harm the environment?
Well, not necessarily. There are companies working on some innovative solutions to address this challenge. For example, MARA Holdings, a U.S.-based crypto mining company, is using renewable energy sources like a wind farm in Texas and hydropower in Paraguay to power their operations.
So they're trying to make crypto mining more sustainable there. That's encouraging.
Yeah.
So does this mean we can have our crypto cake and eat it too without, harming the planet?
Well, it's a step in the right direction, but it's important to be cautious. Relying solely on specific renewable sources like wind or hydropower can have its own set of challenges.
Oh, okay. How so?
Well, what happens if there's a drought and hydropower generation is reduced or the wind isn't blowing consistently?
Yeah, that's a good point. So it sounds like there's really no easy answer.
Yeah, finding a sustainable path for crypto mining is a complex puzzle.
Yeah.
We need to carefully consider the trade-offs and the potential consequences of different approaches.
It seems like every time we uncover a potential solution, we also find new questions and new challenges.
It's true.
So where does this leave us? Wow, it feels like we've stumbled into this tangled web of just interconnected issues, crypto politics, energy, the environment.
Yeah.
They're all kind of tied together in ways I never would have imagined.
Yeah, it really underscores how nothing exists in isolation.
Yeah.
You can't just focus on, the potential benefits of crypto without acknowledging the broader implications for our energy systems, the environment, and even, global geopolitics.
Absolutely. This deep dive has really given me a lot to think about. We've gone from Trump's kind of shocking embrace of crypto to the market frenzy surrounding a U.S. crypto strategic reserve, and then explored this complex and often conflicting relationship between crypto mining and clean energy.
Right.
It's a lot to process.
It's definitely a dynamic landscape that's constantly evolving, but I think that's what makes it so fascinating to kind of dive into and explore.
Yeah, for sure. So for our listener, who's at home maybe trying to make sense of all this, what are the key takeaways they should keep in mind?
Well, I think the most important takeaway is to be informed and engaged. Cryptocurrency is here to stay, and it's going to continue to have a growing impact on our world. So it's crucial to stay informed about the latest developments, the potential benefits, and the risks involved.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the hype, especially when we see, those incredible price surges. But we need to kind of look beyond the headlines and ask those critical questions.
Absolutely. Don't just accept things at face value. Dig deeper, explore different perspectives, consider the long-term implications of these trends.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, how might these developments impact my own life, my investments, or even the energy consumption in my community?
That's such a great point. It's not just about understanding the technology itself. It's about understanding how it fits into this bigger picture and how it might affect us all.
Exactly.
So, I think this deep dive has given our listeners a really solid foundation to start with.
For sure.
But it's just the beginning.
Yeah, there's a whole world of information out there waiting to be explored.
Right.
So keep learning, Stay curious, and most importantly, stay engaged. The future of crypto and how it shapes our world is still being written.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one.